By the end of this video, you'll have a program of warm-up, stretching, strengthening, and release exercises to keep your shoulders healthy and pain-free. My next video is going to be about wrist rehab, so make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss that. Problems with shoulders and wrists are very common and often go hand in hand, whether it be postural from working at a desk or driving, or strain caused by manual work such as digging. This is my last week as an archaeologist, so I figured I'd give a little something back and help those of you who might have issues from other activities all at the same time. Let's start with those warm-up exercises. These are going to take less than 5 minutes to complete. The aim here is to literally get the muscles in and around the shoulder warm. This increases their elasticity, reducing the potential for injury and increasing their potential to deliver force. We can start this with forward and backwards shoulder rolls and arm swings across the chest, just 10 repetitions of each. Next, alternating shoulder rolls, bringing one shoulder up and forward whilst the other goes down and back. Again, 10 reps and then 10 more reps in reverse direction. Scapular squeezes will help your posture and strengthen those muscles in the upper back to help support the shoulder joint. Squeeze your shoulder blades together as if you're trying to crack a nut between them. Lead with those shoulder blades. Your shoulders will pull back slightly, but don't actively pull them back. Next, we'll loosen things up a little bit more with some lateral tides. Reach your arms forward as far as you can. Really stretch out the upper back. Hold for a second, then open out, pushing your chest forwards. Hold, and then repeat another 4 times. Follow this with some backward arm swings. One arm comes up over the shoulder and bends, the other comes back straight. At the same time, we look down that straight arm, and then we simply relax. We repeat this motion 10 times on each side, one side at a time. Finally, we'll do 10 reps of vertical tides. The basic motion is the same, but we're reaching down towards the floor and then opening up towards the sky. Follow this warm-up with the 10 minutes of stretches coming up before you do anything that works your shoulders, or the first time each day you sit down at your desk or go for a long drive. The shoulder is affected by all of the muscles around it, so we're going to make sure that we stretch more than just that shoulder. For example, tight lats can affect overhead movements such as pressing or swinging and lead to injuries as other parts of the body try to compensate. If any of the muscles that you're stretching don't really feel tight when you're doing it, then you can skip that stretch. But throw it back in every now and then as you strengthen those muscles, just to make sure that no tightness has crept in. First, we'll do the internal rotators. Take a broom or even a shovel, place it over your arm near the bottom of your bicep. Take your arm in line with your shoulders and then pull the opposite end upwards with the other arm. For the external rotators, place the back of your wrist just above the hip, like you're pretending to be a chicken, and then pull the elbow forward with the other arm. If you feel you need more of a stretch, put your elbow on a wall and rotate your body into it instead. To stretch the lats, grab a door frame or fixed pole above shoulder height. Push your hips back and rotate your opposite shoulder inwards. Next, bend your torso towards the hand while still keeping those hips back. This will get the 2 attachment points of the lats as far away from each other as possible. From here, we can go straight into our chest stretch. Keep the hand up high, stand tall, and turn the opposite shoulder away from your hand. The closer your shoulder is to the line of the door frame and the more you twist, the more a stretch you'll get. Next, we'll stretch the muscles of the upper back using a chair or a bench. Kneel down and pop your elbows on the chair, wide enough that you can get your head through. Place your palms together, drop your head as far as you can, and then slowly extend and bend the arms, working through your range of motion. Next, reset. Try to pull your hands apart, externally rotating at the shoulder, then sink your head and hold. Finally, we have what I like to call the armpit sniff and reach. Stand tall with your back against the wall. Look down towards your armpit and pull on the back of your head with your hand. Next, lift the other arm upwards. You'll feel the stretch intensify the more you lift that arm and the more you pull down on your head. If you aren't doing these stretches at least 5 times a week around your general activity, try and find time for some dedicated stretching sessions. Next, we have some strengthening exercises, which again, you want to try and do around about 5 times a week when you can fit them in. We want to do about 20 reps for each at a low intensity. You should just feel a little bit tired from each exercise. If you start to get sore, take a day off and then come back to it a little bit lighter. First, we have internal and external band rotation. Simply anchor a band to a pole, door handle, etc. at around elbow height. Hold the band in one hand, step out to the point where there's a little bit of tension and rotate your arm inwards, keeping your elbow where it is, and then go back again, resisting the band. Once you've done 20 reps, turn around and do the other arm. Turn around again and repeat with external rotation. Again, stepping out to the point where there is tension in the band before starting. For the next exercise, you can anchor a light resistance band in front of you or hold a very light weight. say 1 kilogram. Lift your elbow to shoulder height and then rotate your hand downwards and then back up. Each works a different part of the range of motion more, and if you can only do one, I'd use a weight. But to make this even better, you can use both at once to even out the strength curve and work the full range of motion evenly. Next, we have the apple picker. Anchor a band behind you, stand up tall, reach your arm up and forwards. Really stretch out that shoulder blade. Then pull down to your side. Imagine you're reaching up to pick an apple and then putting it in a basket. For the last strength exercise, we have the face pull. Loop a band around something at head height and step back so the band is taut with your arms a little extended. Bend your arms, bringing your thumbs back towards you, and then while still bending, open out your elbows, pulling back as far as you can. Make sure your hand beats your elbow to the shoulder line. Then reverse. Finally, we have something that you can do as and when you have time, and that is to release your muscles with foam rolling. For your upper back and shoulders, use a wall or the floor and a ball. Find a tense spot and roll around it to get some release. To release your lats, lie on your side over a foam roller with your arm overhead and your bottom leg bent for some support. Roll up and down slowly until you find the point of most tension. This is the only movement that the roller is going to do. Then we're going to roll our body side to side. Go all the way to the front of the lat and then all the way around the back. Keep going until you feel some relief and then repeat with any other tight spots. That's the end of the basic shoulder relief program. But if you're really keen on bulletproofing those shoulders, you want to make sure you do some proper strength building exercises, such as scapular shrugs, straight arm push downs, horizontal rows, delt raises, rear delt rows, and some heavier face pulls. Working those delts that much, you'll probably also want to throw in some delt stretches for the front, middle and rear delts. If you can put all of this into your routine, you'll be strong for a full range of motion and stronger than you need to be for your daily activities. And therefore, you'll be resilient to injury and overuse going forwards. Now, if you want to do the same for your knees, check out this video here, and don't forget to subscribe so that you can see that wrist video after the holiday break. See you soon.